So this trick is an out of bounds, essentially. And what we're going to want to do is you're going to go to St. George. This is, I think, the second place you go to. No, it's the third place you go to in Raven's Cry. You have like a easy mission line here, nothing crazy. And the first trick that you can do, and it doesn't unfortunately do anything. You talk to that gentleman over there. You have to follow a chain of locations, and then after doing so, you go back and talk to him, and then you leave St. George. This place has really nothing to it, but there's something interesting I found, and could probably be used for later sections of the game. It is an out of bounds, and it's the strangest kind of out of bounds because, well, I'll explain when I get there. Okay, so around this area, there'll be a guy who wants to talk to you, a woman sweeping, will be right here on the map, which is next to the French governor's estate. Now you can't get in there, not that you really want to. There's the only thing you can get is hat seller, guy who sells a ship, and you get French related quest, which I guess if you want to do any of that, you can try to get in there, but you can't get into the governor until you get done talking to Luke Morel. So once you've completed his quest line, then you can go talk to him. So, okay. Let's say you want to get in there early. You don't want to like do that quest at all. Theoretically, I guess if you want to do it, you go ahead and climb on top of these, and you may notice that Chris is not sliding at all. Okay, now we're on top. We're on top of the roof. We shouldn't be up here. And you wonder, okay, what do you do next? Like, we've already established this game doesn't have that great of, I guess, walls, I would put it that way. When you go up against a wall, there's not really much of a slip. Like, right there's a slip. Let me try that again. Oh. There we go. I think we got it. What you want to idle... Okay. Ooh, are we getting it? Slowly but surely. No, we're not getting it, actually. We're slipping. For some reason, on this particular wall, you can climb it without slipping. Oh, there we go. You have to sprint into the wall. That makes sense. Okay, so if you're walking into it, you will slip off, but if you're sprinting, you'll never slip off this wall. So if I walk, I'll slip, but if I sprint, or let me jump and then sprint into it, or no, sprint then jump, there we go, then you will, like, always maintain on the wall, regardless. Like, you won't fall off, unless you lose the momentum of the sprint. I assume that's because the sprint is keeping you up here, and if your movement goes down to 0, the game just, you slide off. Okay, so here, that's a nice thing, right? Well, here's even better. You can keep jumping with it, and maintain where you're at, and you can keep yourself attached to the wall and just climb it. There you go. Just keep climbing. Keep climbing. Alright, now we're definitely in a place we should not be. We could probably keep climbing to the very, very tippy top. Oh, maybe not on this wall in particular. Try this section. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's not every wall you can do that with. It's most likely walls that are slanted that you can't climb them. Like, see, this one I'm not going to be able to climb that because there's something above my head. But any wall that is slanted, you can run against it, and you can still maintain on top. If you do let go of the sprint, you do lose traction. So keep that in mind. So you're wondering, well, okay, we've reached this point, Les. Can we go any further? At this point, you can. Unfortunately, the fall damage in this game is kind of silly. You can fall from like 1 foot and take some damage. It's not tremendously bad, but you can die eventually if you fall too many times. So if you wanted to get on top of that house, you certainly could. But we're going to try something different. So you may notice the French governor's estate is over there. There's a gate by those boxes, or by that pile of barrels, that is usually locked off until you've completed the quest. For whatever reason, if you wanted to get in here early, you could just do this. You don't want to run, but you can walk to the side. I'm gonna jump again. Okay, now we're past the estate. Now at this point, you can hop on down, and you can try to go. You can go talk to the governor if you wish. I'll go ahead and just slowly descend down. So I'm inside the estate now. Nothing really changes. I mean, it functions the same way whether you trigger the gate to open or not. So, and there's the gate. Normally, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You wouldn't be able to get in. And we can go talk to anyone here if we want. We can kill people. And like I said, nothing changes. How do you get out though? That's what, like let's say you want to get out of the situation. Well, the game's gonna push you back in. Like it's gonna say turn back, and the game devs, I don't know if it's just sheer laziness or oversight. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Everything just despawned. Ooh. That was not intended, but solid game. I'll go more into some funny things when we go out of bounds. But if you want to get back into the play area, you can just simply fall down and go back. Now you can say, it says you cannot go any further, turn back, and what it means by that is if I try to hop on these barrels, okay, I'll fall down there. But there's a wall pushing me down. Obviously, they had the foresight to say, okay, well, we don't want him to climb the wall and go past the gate. That'd be silly. Could that not be a PC spec thing? I don't know, Coffee. I mean, it could be default into the game's config. Fall down. Uh, we have no health now, and there's no water. There's like absolutely no water down here. You're not supposed to be in this part, by the way, at all. Like, I can walk around here and just have a jolly good old time. If I want to get out of here, just go up the stairs, and then there'll be a wall that's blocking me saying, like, you see, I can't at all. Oh, but if I jump it, it's no biggie. Okay. So, let me go back to my save, or my load, and I'll go ahead and explore the outside world. Parts of the map that are kind of not supposed to be there. So I'm on this part of this house, and if you really wanted to, by the way, you could scale the fort if you truly wish, your heart's desire. Like, you can get on top of it. There's not really anything up here. It's just like a mess of like pieces of the map thrown together. Like a lot of this incoherent design, where it's like you just see buildings that are cut halfway, walls that are put just at sporadic places. Like, but yeah, if you want to get on top of the fort, you can. You cannot fall through the map, which is nice. Um, there's just no way. I have not found a way to fall through the map yet. But yeah, you can see the top of the map. Nothing crazy up here. No secrets, no Easter eggs. I mean, the only thing that there is up here is there's items or plants. And plants in this game act as like crafting material for later on purposes when you get the ability Shaman. So like, I guess for some whatever reason, if you wanted to craft, you could go out of bounds and find tons and tons of these items. Like right now, there's like just buttloads of them. Now, let me see, the map just dips, like completely dips. This for some reason is there. I don't know if that's just a back set or backdrop piece, or if that was like unfinished parts of the map they wanted to do. I'm gonna assume it's a backdrop. So we're gonna go on down. We're gonna take some fall damage for sure, but it's not gonna be too bad. Okay. And now, just looking around, it's like an empty part of the map. Just absolutely empty, but ton of items. Just want to grab some stuff if you want to. Notice how that building is completely hollow. There's nothing there. Also, there's an annoying buzzing sound this game. It's technically not very good. Alright, and then so like, hey, look at all these plants you can pick up if you wanted to. It's absolutely insane. So I guess late game if you do get Shaman, because the problem is Shaman, the ability is a really late game item, and you probably won't be getting it until you start near the end of the game. I don't know which chapter it is. This is currently on chapter 2, by the way, if you're wondering. I don't know how long this game truly is. I've not finished it. it's kind of hard to want to finish it. But, yeah. Okay.